Hello, I'm a 10-minute English teacher. Let's get you exam ready. Today, I'm going to help you to analyse the quote, "I have bought the mansion of love and not possessed it," from Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. Before we get going, don't forget to like and subscribe. There are plenty of things on the channel to help you revise the play and know it like an expert. Okay, let's analyse the quote, "I have bought the mansion of love and not possessed it." The first thing we're going to do is think about the context of the quote, where it appears in the play. Juliet says, "I have bought the mansion of love and not possessed it." This is said in Act 3 by Juliet as she awaits Romeo's return. They are going to consummate their marriage. They're going to spend the night together. And Juliet, at this point, is unaware that Romeo has killed her cousin, Tybalt. Now we can think about some analytical things that we can say about this quote. So we can say this: the structure of Act 3 creates tension. So we've just had Romeo kill Tybalt, and Mercutio has just died in the scene that is before this. And in this moment, Shakespeare is using dramatic irony as Juliet speaks of her happiness. But we know this is about to be shattered because of the action of Act 3, Scene 1, Tybalt's death at Romeo's hand. So we've got that real, terrible, drastic scene full of tension and conflict. And then the next scene, we have Juliet awaiting Romeo, filled with thoughts and dreams and love. What else can we say about this moment? We can say this: the image of the mansion in this metaphor is ironic. Juliet is inadvertently reminding the Elizabethan audience that she is about to betray her parents. She's in their home about to consummate a secret marriage that she hasn't involved her parents in, and she doesn't have their consent. So they would see this moment as something that is deeply disrespectful, ignorant and naive. She's talking about possessing a mansion while she's actually in the home of her parents. Now, using that idea, we can make this link to Act 1. Capulet says, "She is the hopeful lady of my earth." He also says that earth has swallowed all my hopes but she. Juliet is the Capulet's only child, and in this moment he's talking to Paris about the fact that she will inherit all that he owns. So in Act 1, Capulet told us that he plans for Juliet to inherit all that he has, and he wants her to have a comfortable future. That's why he's found Paris as a suitor. And by choosing Romeo, Juliet would be forfeiting her affluence, something that she never considers. So this idea of living a comfortable life and having a mansion and all of these ideas are quite idealistic and naive. She's actually substituting all of that wealth, privilege and affluence that she would have by choosing to betray her parents. Now, this is a really good quote for you to know. It gives you an opportunity to show your deeper understanding of layers of meaning in the language used by Shakespeare, but it can also be used for a number of different essays that you might be needed to write. If you're writing about love, obviously this is a moment where love is a theme that's being explored because Juliet is talking about her love for Romeo. If you're talking about fate, well, is it simply fate that leads to their downfall, or is it the terrible decisions that Romeo and Juliet make? Both of them choose to fall in love, not involve their parents. And that use of the image of the mansion is there to emphasise that idea. If you're talking about family, this is Juliet choosing Romeo over her family. If you're talking about impulse, well, she's being impulsive here. She's only just married Romeo, having met him the day before, so she's clearly an impulsive character. If you're talking about youth, well, this is youth living in the moment and not thinking about the consequences or the future. If we're having to talk about adults, you can talk about the contrast between the way in which the young characters act and the adults who think about the future, with the exception, of course, of the nurse and Friar Lawrence. And if you're talking about loyalty, well, she should show some loyalty to her parents, but she is choosing to betray them in order to favour Romeo over them. Okay, check out the other videos on my channel. I'll continue to add content. Feel free to ask something you'd like to see me cover in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share, and keep revising.